Okay, so that was a kind of good flight and kind of good landing. So I'm curious if I got a sub 2 minutes on that one. Might have been a little slow on the button, but we'll see. Come on, 159. Because that was a beautiful landing. I don't know what I could have done much better. 2 minutes! 2 minutes! Okay, that's a great way to start this new video. Geez, how do I theory craft myself a better landing than that? I mean, I got that in 2 minutes. Wow. Did I have any flaws? Did I flip, forward too slow? Or did I start getting forward velocity too slowly at the beginning of the flight? Jeez, I mean, I feel like I did everything about as fast as I could possibly do. Maybe I need to go directly there, just don't worry about getting any height. Man, I'll have to check the replay on that. That was absolutely incredible. Right after I made my video of 205 of my new record. Maybe I was a little slow on the undock before. Okay, gotta shift to crew. Well, less mass means greater acceleration, right? Spin this junk off me. Can I get the debris off me, please? Thank you. Oh. Yeah, my trajectory on this flight is all off. I'm not gonna have the same glide ratio. Okay, well, we'll see how good we do. I'm not expecting anything miraculous. I mean, best case scenario here is like a low 2 minutes, right? The only thing I can think of to make us go faster is to gain extra height, because we're already full throttle at this point. So I'm thinking maybe to kill the throttle last, like less quickly or something. That way there's less time that we just spend slowly gliding in at like 250 meters a second. That's the one thing I can think of. Oh god, I think I can tell that I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm a bit high on the mark. Let's see how well we do. Okay, we're right above it. Crunch. Yeah. Probably lost like 5 seconds in that little jump, 3 or 4 seconds. But if we're fast on the button, then maybe that doesn't matter as much. But I'm guessing like a 204 something range, which is admittedly really great, but it wasn't a clean landing. 209, okay, so we lost a bit more speed. Yeah, I think if I'm faster on the... So theoretically, if I'm faster during that last moment of the flight, where I'm just... So if I don't let myself... So while I'm tilted backwards and gliding, I need to feather the throttle to let me kill V speed and just the forward velocity. I think that can get me sub 2 minutes. Alright, gotta be fast on the button, fast on the flight. Alright, tilt forward immediately. F for cruise. Then we're just gonna go as forward as fast as possible. then when it actually starts to matter, we're gonna climb up, get above this air density, try to get a bit of extra speed. Oh, still aim too high. Alright, that's probably a fine trajectory. That got us up to 800 meters a second. Okay. Gonna begin the descent. Oops. Killed the throttle too fast. And we lost a bunch of speed. Alright. I need to look into changing the throttle mode. That's really ridiculous. Okay, so what I was saying is VTOL. And then we're gonna feather this. But also aim forward. Jesus. Okay, well, I think we have the right idea. I did mess up the throttle when we were what was it, during the descent, I think. So we're gonna try that again. Got my ears lifted, got my focus on, undocked quickly, tilting forward, hopefully not too much, cruise. It's saying in danger, but I think we'll fly over it just fine. Alright, trajectory looks okay. Gonna start some ascent to try to gain a little bit of extra speed. Because I want to get up to 800 like before. Because that was actually a really great speed to be going at, but gonna level out. Start getting some negative V speed here. Jeez, that seemed like a bit of a issue. Okay, we're at a little, probably about there is to find to cut it off. Coming in at a good speed, good V speed. V speed should drop. A little fast horizontally, honestly, because we're gonna. Jeez. Yeah, we're gonna end up getting like another 209. If we're lucky. And we are not lucky. Alright. No luck on that run. But ultimately, it's not about luck, it's about my decisions I've made. And the benefits they give me. This is all physics-based. All psychology. And also, once I figure out how to feather my throttle better, what I'll be able to do is hopefully cut a few seconds off that final descent portion and get a sub 2 minute. That's my goal, and I hope to achieve it. I don't know if there's much benefit being this high up, so I'm going to start descending again. After all, a shorter path, even at a faster a shorter path, even at a slower speed, is still going to be a better option. Alright, well, we got way too fast here. Gosh, I'd be lucky to even check mark it. What did I do wrong there? I mean, did I have too much velocity? I need to kill the engine sooner. There might not be a way around getting to the 2 minutes. Alright, I think that's a fine, flawed but acceptable launch. What broke here? Just part of the left wing. Alright, that's fine. It's gonna affect our aerodynamics. Will that decrease drag? Like, I think that's ridiculous to think that there would be a benefit in damaging my ship before flying forward, right? Because we don't need to kill weight and aerodynamics that badly, as far as I can tell. I think I'm going to try to descend a bit more. Just increase this V speed. It's not going to end up hitting, because I can pull back where, oh, I didn't pull my, maybe a steeper V speed is what I need, that way I can pull back sooner while killing all the speed to an acceptable rate. I checkmarked it. Okay. I'm ending up way too high from this. God, I have like 20 extra seconds on this because of my stupidity. Alright, that's not going to be counted. Alright, that'll count. But it's like a 220, 222 or something now. So, thinking back, the thing that I'm flawed at here is obviously not checkmarking it and the timing on that button, but that doesn't matter much. It wasn't a good run anyways. But the check mark, I'm surprised that was even a 215. That didn't feel like 215. So let's think this through. We need to dive down a bit more once we've passed that final ridge. What we need is more V speed. I think that's gotta be it. That has to be it. Alright. It's kind of fine to be so low here, I think. I wonder if it's like worth it to accidentally, quote unquote, accidentally hit my wings against the bumps here to see if I can get some extra velocity and less drag. Once I get sub 2 minutes, I'm going to try that, but I don't expect a lot of success because I think that's going to slow me down a bit. But we'll see. Sub 2 minutes would be amazing, though. Okay. So, we're about where we need to cut off the engines. So that's good. I'm going to start diving down. I think that height seems like a fine trajectory. We've got a fast velocity. That's actually kind of good. I think we are too fast. We didn't cut our engines. Whatever. We'll time it and see how it goes. Because if this is a fish-tailed sub 2 minutes, we'll really have to see how this is. I'll try to be fast on the timer. We're waiting for that -45 mark. Oh god, that was a little slow. That took up about a second. But I'm guessing like a 205. 202? That's very respectable. So what could we have done better? Obviously don't fishtail it, just land it immediately like that. Any kind of drag. I don't believe in removing parts of the spacecraft, because that still wouldn't be a perfect run. But maybe I could have had some extra height, extra speed by getting some extra height. It's hard to tell. Get that stutter. Jesus. Alright, well, we'll see how this flight goes. I mean, it feels like colliding probably takes up some of the time we could have spent accelerating, but who knows. I wonder what would happen if we didn't have these. Ooh, well, I guess we're finding out. Okay, we're still flying. I didn't expect that to actually fly off. That was actually really impressive demonstration of the physics of the game. Getting some flickering jitters, but that's okay. Let's see, we're at 750. That means about here, honestly, is an okay spot to kill it. I don't think crashing would be a beneficial thing. Okay, we're looking actually okay for a rather stalled landing. I'm way too high up though. Alright, a bit of a belly flop, but I'm guessing sub 205. Just gotta wait for that negative 45. Alright, and here we are. Okay, I mean, I was right. It was a sub 205. It's a little disappointing at how hard it is to get that sub 2 minute one. But I'm ecstatic that I even got sub 2 minutes. So. Okay, that's definitely a reset. There may be a way to fix the stutter that I get. Like, I don't know what it is. Is it the geometry still loading in, or what? Alright, here we go. Okay. It's a decent enough start. Try to gain some height. I bet by gaining a bit of height and just combining all these methods we can get somewhat of a better flight time without damaging our spacecraft. Because I think the ultimate goal is probably approximately a sub 2 minutes with a perfect landing, no fin damage whatsoever. That sounds like a decent ultimate goal. We're coming in pretty good. Our V speed is a bit high, but I think we'll actually stall out over the platform. No. God damn it, George. That could have been a sub 205. But I pressed the wrong button. I switched back into cruise mode. That ascent or descent was pretty perfect. It felt pretty perfect. Alright, button time. Alright, that was pretty fast, so that might make up for some stupidity. I'm guessing 202, which is a fantastic... Oh, Christ. 209? That didn't seem that slow. Yeah, I mean, I guess I added like 5 seconds because I goofed up the landing. Well, we'll live and you learn, and you learn, and you learn, and you learn, and you learn. And you learn, and you learn, again and again, until we get the sub 2 minute perfect landing. That's the goal here. And then maybe I'll be able to splice together all of the content that I've been able to do. I think I can get a sub 2 minute with these higher speeds here by flying this high, closer to the clouds, but not quite to the clouds. Because look, I'm going like over 900 meters a second, but I really need to kill this airspeed, or the altitude rather. Kill too much. Alright. So we're beginning our final descent. It's not gonna crash, trust me. I might feather the throttle a little bit. I'm gonna let it drop V speed a bit more and just hopefully too much horizontal speed. Okay. Shit, I landed outside of it. I lost us like 5 seconds. It's gonna be like a 212 now. That could have been a 2 minute one. But I messed up. We expect perfection. God, button was slow too. I couldn't see my mouse for a second. At best a 210, I'm guessing. Okay. Like, even given that I messed up, a 2.6 isn't shabby. That's really not shabby. I really wish there was a bigger community for this game. Because then I would have people watching my videos. Right now I just have a 2 minutes. Well, I mean, just right now I have 15 subscribers only, which is fucking depressing. To be fair, I don't really say much that's that interesting, but you know, maybe someday I'll get a big viewership. Get the big bucks off YouTube. Also, probably flying with a joystick would be so much easier. Alright, we got a bit of speed here we gotta kill. before we kill ourselves. Alright, V speed. Horizontal speed's a bit fast. And we're a bit high up. So we're gonna Nike it. Alright. God. I always overestimate how far back I have to go. Alright, that'll let us down. Probably like a 213, 214 is my final guess. But yeah, I mean, a community around this game would be actually a lot of fun to see. I do plan to buy this game soon, since right now I'm still playing the demo. Wow, a 203. Even with that check, so if I don't check mark it, that would have been a really nice time. 203 with a check mark. So like if I were able to just kind of belly flop it perfectly onto the ground in some way, just nicely glide and shuttle it down, that would be amazing. Alright, I like to flip up and just get horizontal speed as soon as possible. We don't need to climb yet. Now we'll start our climb after we've passed that ridge, since we're fighting against the air a bit more. Maybe like doing this kind of a method like I did before, where I just kind of get low velocity, get low airspeed like that would be faster. I'm not sure. But either way, we need to drop our V speed quite a bit. Oops. Well, we'll see how this goes. It's kind of an interesting flight path we've chosen. But let's get a bit more straight onwards. Gosh, I feel like we're losing so much airspeed in this final descent. But maybe that's a good thing. That way we won't checkmark it as strongly as we did before. Okay. Gently. It's kind of a slow landing, but tiny bit of damage. That's actually fine. We hit a high velocity during the flight because we went up pretty high. Bit squiggly at the end, but let's see how this goes. Maybe this is our sub 2 that we've been looking for. I should just start spamming my click. 213.